Welcome back to the Red Crew. As your boy Chesco. I am here with Bruno. We have just finished watching UFC 317. We're still watching Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. This is pathetic. not even gonna really address that. Jake Paul just walked through Chavez Jr. for 9 rounds. It's gonna possibly be 10. Chavez Jr. is fighting with the ref for some reason. But UFC 317 is over. Hell of a card. Ilya Topuria just knocked out Charles Oliveira bad in the first round. Bad.
Yeah.
Damn, the power that kid has is. Okay, we're gonna run through the card real quick. Were you able to watch the Payton Talbott one or no?
Yeah. Payton Talbott looked, better.
He looked good.
In his last fight, yeah.
Well, again, I don't know if you and Isaiah get paid from these guys or something.
Oh, because we said Lima looked good in the fight before this.
It's like he's like this guy's the wolves in this. So much that I picked him, believing y'all. Never again.
You should have learned from.
Yeah, I should have. Happened 2 times in a row. Like, I keep listening to y'all. That's how good of a friend I am. Payton Talbott looked good. Takedown defense looked very good.
Yeah.
Looked good on the feet. He clearly won.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it about that. But I'm not convinced by either one of them.
No. Payton Talbott still has a lot to work on to be a contender.
He's calling out Adrian Yanez. I don't think that's a smart call out. Adrian Yanez is nasty.
Yeah. Because Talbot's what, 45?
35.
35? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think calling Adrian Yanez out is a good move for that kid.
Yeah.
But, I think Adrian Yanez beats Payton Talbott right now.
Yeah, decision.
He might knock him out.
Yeah.
Adrian Yanez can strike.
Yeah, he can.
He can really strike. I don't know. That's a good fight to see. Adrian Yanez is on a little bit of a skid right now, so he has to get back in. He has to get back on track. Next weekend, Derek Lewis is fighting Teixeira.
No, not next week. In 2 weeks.
Oh, in 2 weeks.
Yes.
In July 19th, Holloway's fighting Poirier. Whitaker versus De Ritter. And we got to try to be here for that Whitaker-De Ritter fight.
July 26th.
Hey, it's very important that we are here for Noche UFC. Why? That's the night Crawford's fighting Canelo. I have no idea. We gotta make sure.
September, no?
It's September, yeah, sometime. So we gotta try to get that date locked. That might be a good weekend to travel and go.
To Vegas?
Not to Vegas. To Austin, maybe something like that.
Go do like a vlog.
Yeah, go do like something like that.
Okay.
We'll try to plan that out.
San Antonio.
San Antonio could work. Yeah. Anything like that.
Because that's where Noche will be at.
True. Smart.
You guys see who the brains are in this operation.
Smart. What you call it? What was the next fight of the night?
Money Moicano and Darrus.
I'm never wrong. But Neil Darrus.
It was a good fight. It went back and forth.
It did. Yeah. It went back and forth. The first.
I like in the second round that wrestling exchange they had where they were just like.
Yeah, but Darrus was just better.
Yeah,
Darrus was just better throughout the entire fight. Even the first round. I know the first round Moicano won.
Moicano looked good from the start, and then he kind of just slowly.
He did, but I feel like Darrus looked better. He had a better plan.
Yeah.
Then Moicano caught him with that right and hurt him, which definitely gave the round to Moicano. And appreciate that. The brains. I completely forgot that really gave the edge to Moicano there.
Yeah.
In that round, and then the second round, Darrus just kind of ragdolled. What's his name? Moicano. And then the third round I think was good. But Moicano got tired.
Yeah.
Got tired.
He was gassed those last couple of minutes.
He wasn't used to the grappling. Money Moicano done?
Huh?
Is Money Moicano done?
Like as far as a run for the belt? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was been done. But like, is he done?
No, he probably does a couple more fights.
Yeah, but
he likes getting paid.
Yeah, it's gonna be less now though.
Yeah. No, he'll still be.
Gonna be little more.
His name will still sell enough to put him on a main card.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
He's hilarious.
Go just do a couple more fights, retire, and just stick to your podcast. You'll make a lot more money doing that than you will.
Have you ever listened to his podcast?
Yeah, he's funny.
Does he yell all the time on it?
It's not him yelling. It's more him just like going on like talking shit rants.
I might have to listen to that one.
It's pretty entertaining.
All right, so let's get the night started now. This is where things get good.
Yes, sir.
Fight of the night, without a doubt.
Yes, sir.
There is no debate about it. Even though there was a crazy knockout.
But fight of the night for sure has to go to Van and Brendan Royval.
No, that was a hell of a fight.
Yeah,
hell of a fight.
15 minutes of nonstop war.
So it's no secret. Right here, we were rooting for Josh Van.
Yeah, Joshua Van's #1 fan club right here.
So when Bruno walked in, he's like, you walked in at the end of the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you were like, how did it go? And I was like, I think he won,
Mm-hmm.
but it was close.
Mm-hmm.
The second round,
Second round should have went to Royval.
most likely Royval won. One judge gave it to Van, but it seemed like
It was close.
It
but
seemed
Royval
like
had
Royval
advantage with
won, yeah, and it seemed like that was clear too. Third round,
Royval was winning with strikes.
Third round was so good. It was so close. They
And
were going at it.
Van just turned it up the last 2 minutes.
Look, and appreciate everybody that did, acknowledge us in the comments and interacted with us.
Shout out the voters.
Appreciate it. But oh sure. What you call it? It was like they went at it in that third round. And the comments, everybody was telling me it was, and I thought it too. I'm not gonna lie. Probably too much too soon for Van, cause we saw how good Royval is.
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't too much too soon.
Yeah, but Van just put a stamp out there that he can
hang
with the best of them.
He can hang. We'll talk about the only problem.
Pantoja.
Yeah, the only problem that's coming next. But he can definitely hang. He did a hell of a job. What a fight. That's the only thing I can say.
The way he finished that fight was just beautiful. He had a perfect third round. Oh, yeah. 3 weeks notice.
Two, yeah,
well, yeah. But, yeah.
To be able...
On short notice to go in and fight the #1 contender.
No, to have that fight.
Yeah.
It's to have that fight. To be able to push in that third round was crazy. Like, he was able to push in that third round. The quickest shower I've ever seen in UFC history.
He came right back out.
Back out, dressed and all.
Yeah.
Quickest shower I've ever seen in UFC history to face off against Pantoja. Shout out to Josh Van, man.
Yeah. He's a dog.
No question who he got next. He's fighting for the title.
Take your time.
Most likely in December.
Take your time. Hopefully in December.
No, it's definitely in December. Pantoja's not fighting before December.
No.
At earliest December. We're gonna put it that way. Earliest December.
Earliest late November.
Yeah. It's like Pantoja's been the December card, I think, the last 2 years. Yeah. So I don't see why he wouldn't be this year. But look, respect to Royval. He took a risk. He could have easily said, "I'm not fighting," and he fought. Yeah. And he put a hell of a show. Like, it wasn't like, oh, he got dogged. He put on a hell of a show. Respect to Royval.
It really could have went. It really could have went any other way if the third round didn't end the way it did.
It was down to the third, and we did call that, right? Yeah. Remember we said it was like it's gonna be there a 1-1, and that third round is gonna make the difference. Because I remember
when the third round started, I said Van has to come out and put out a perfect performance.
Yes, it's like that third round, and there was one key when he started doing that stomp. Mm-hmm. He messed up his knee, and you said it like because they zoomed in on that hook that he dropped. Royval's never out. Yeah. His eyes never go back. Yeah. It's just that knee was out.
Yeah, if his knee was good,
he doesn't drop. He doesn't drop, yes.
But that was still a great performance.
The fact he started stomping on that knee and messed it up and
great fight IQ, just a great performance.
Yeah, very good performance. So shout out. Next fight, Alexandre Pantoja, Kai Kara France.
Yeah. It wasn't even at all from the get-go.
At all. It's crazy. It went into the third round. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, because the first round, it was like 4 minutes of domination.
He had him down 30 seconds into the fight, I think.
Yeah. He just rushed him.
But the thing is, the way he rushes, right, it is kind of reckless, but with his chin down.
Yeah.
So, like you said, you got to catch him. It's hard. His chin is down.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could hit him, but you're not necessarily going to put him away. And you said you could try to slow him down.
Yeah.
But he doesn't slow down.
No.
So
he's coming full force.
So he's coming full force. So he's willing to eat some shots to get in there. And it's like... And he made it look easy.
Yeah, very easy.
He made it look easy against Kai Kara France, who we're like, if he could catch him, he's got good takedown defense. None of that happened, man.
None of that happened. His takedown defense was non-existent in this fight.
It's like, so now merging them with Josh Van. Realistically, let's try to be unbiased here. What are the percentages?
I think as of right now,
is it 70-30 or is it a little better than that?
60-40.
Oh, like 60-40 is as good as we can get?
Yeah, 60-40 right now. I think Van just work on that wrestling defense and making sure you're making it tough for Pantoja to just rush you. Because that's how he wins. He just rushes you until he finds his momentum to level change and take you down, and then he just dominates you from there. And if you can halt or just slow him down from just rushing you like that, you might be able to have a slight advantage on making things go your way. And I think with how good of a counter striker and counter fighter Van is, even though he is very offensive, he's very good at counters also. So I think if he can catch Pantoja, which I know we said this, if you can catch Pantoja coming in on rushing and slow him down, you can kind of change the pace on how the fight will go. But it's easier said than done.
It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
What we saw, and I'll say this, advantages. Royval versus Pantoja.
Mm-hmm.
Royval did a decent job of trying to stay away.
Yeah.
He did better than Kai Kara France, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He was able to stay standing for some time. A lot more than Kai Kara France did.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Van, look, we're seeing some stats. 419 combined significant strikes in that Royval Van fight.
Yeah,
third most ever in a UFC fight. Most in a UFC flyweight fight. First fight in UFC history with 200 plus significant strikes for both fighters. Damn. Royval 215. Most in the UFC flyweight fight. Van in 204. Second most in the that fight was crazy.
Shout out Royval and Van.
Shout out Royval and Van. That was a hell of a fight. So, if he's able to stay standing around the amount of time that Royval did,
mm-hmm.
he can make it a little closer to what Moreno did.
Yes.
So, Moreno was able to hurt him because he's tighter. You know, he's a lot in the shoulders.
Van loves being in that pocket.
And yes, he's tighter in the pocket. He doesn't loop. He doesn't load up. So then and Kai Kara France kind of does, right? He comes from, he's wide. He comes from outside the shoulders. So all of that is that's the chance that Josh Van had. He's clearly gonna be the underdog. And we hope that by December he can figure out a way.
Yeah.
You putting money on it?
Hey, like I said, if we got to see what the numbers are, we can all go in and put in a good amount and see if we can come out with a good payday.
So your idea is to like do a collect.
Like you come out with a good payday of it. Like you know how those guys do they all put in for the Angel Reese to miss the first shot?
Oh, but that's like a given.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen.
Let's say I think
so we're gonna do it for Josh Van.
Van will go in for probably like a plus 200.
Okay, should we call Isaiah and see if he's done with that idea?
Yeah, we could all put in like $100.
Let's call Isaiah. Isaiah's is in Mexico surviving right now.
So that'd be 300 put in, and if he goes in at plus 200, we can win some good money.
Let's see if we could call him. Maybe. I could call him on FaceTime, right?
Yeah. If he's in Wi-Fi.
Let me see. It's FaceTime audio.
Might be sleep. Well, no, they're behind, right?
Mexico?
Yeah.
Well, it's not Monterrey. It's like right here. It's like 3 hours away.
They're
So they're either with us or ahead 1 hour.
Your call has been forwarded.
He's probably asleep.
Nah, he just texted me.
Oh.
Do they have Wi-Fi in Mexico? Is that allowed?
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna put a pot together, and we're gonna put all our money on Josh Van.
If you guys would like to donate to the Joshua Van fund against Pantoja, please donate. We'll start a GoFundMe.
Our degenerate gambling fund.
Yeah.
if you wanna be part of our, very very sketchy activities, we'll give you a link to donate in.
Yeah.
What you call it? Last fight of the night. Crazy. Crazy.
Topuria's the real deal.
Might be the GOAT.
Oh, that might be him. No.
I'm drunk and sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm drunk and sad.
Yeah.
And responded with a
3 legends in a row, all knocked out by the same punch.
with a sad face emoji. I guess he doesn't want to talk. So
I don't blame him.
I completely get it.
Yeah.
Look, it's nothing against Topuria. I like Topuria.
But it's why do you have to knock out the legends?
He's just knocking out the favorite fighters.
Yeah.
And this one was the nastiest one.
Yeah.
There's nothing to talk about the fight. It ended so early. It was like
First couple minutes of the fight.
so Oliveira comes out as always, being aggressive, coming forward, tries to get a takedown, can't get it. He goes on the ground. He almost gets a knee lock.
Yeah.
He almost gets a knee bar there.
Yeah.
That was cool. But Topuria gets out of it. Decides not to go down there with Oliveira, which everybody does, except for Islam.
Mm-hmm.
And what normally everybody does is lets them up and they get knocked out by Oliveira. This time the opposite happened.
Oliveira went out to sleep.
Yeah. So. And that's the entire fight.
And then Paddy Pimblett came out and.
Okay, so now we got options. Who do you want him to fight next? Paddy Pimblett seems like it.
I think what'll sell the most is Paddy Pimblett.
Right now, yes.
What I would like to see is
Gaethje. I think Paddy has the best chance, though.
Yeah, young guy.
Good wrestler.
Yeah.
Can strike. So
Claims he can't be knocked out.
Yeah. He took good punches from Chandler, a couple of them. So yeah, there's Paddy Pimblett. Then there's Arman Sarukian,
who's the #1 contender.
Who I don't think has that good of a chance, if I'm being honest.
No. Not at all. First round finish.
There's Justin Gaethje,
which would be a good fight. It'd be a competitive fight.
Then there is Max Holloway.
I don't want to see it.
Don't see it too much. And there's the possibility of Islam coming back
to fight Topuria.
If Islam loses to JDM.
Yeah. Go back down.
That'd
be a good fight.
That would be like the fight of. Remember when Matthew? Were you here when Matthew said that? That Stipe and John Jones was the fight of the century.
Oh yeah.
Which it really wasn't. That one might be the fight of the century.
Yeah.
Topuria versus Islam.
That'll be a really good fight.
Yes, that'll be a hell of a fight.
Because Islam can strike.
The only thing that would suck is that Islam would just come off of a loss, so he wouldn't look as invincible.
No. And he would probably just.
It'd be badass if he wins and comes down. Then he will look invincible.
Tells Topuria try to come get this belt.
Topuria can't go to.
Because that's why Topuria went to 55 was to try to get Islam.
Yeah, but he can't go to 170.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
Islam probably walks around at what, 180?
Yeah, 180, 190-ish.
Yeah.
So he says he'll do it. I think that's all talk. If we get that fight, I don't really care what weight they do it at.
It'd be a good fight to watch.
It'd be a hell of a fight to watch. Mm-hmm. So, there's options. It's
next?
wide open now in the 155 division.
What's next for Charles? He just came off a brutal knockout.
The problem is there's nobody for Josh to. Charles, Dan Hooker.
That'd be a good fight.
Give him Dan Hooker.
That'd be a good fight.
Give him Dan Hooker and just let him just run off into the sunset. Because if Topuria has it for a while, he's not gonna fight him.
Mm-hmm.
Cause who else? What the other name? if Conor McGregor ever wants to fight again,
I don't think he's ever fighting again.
you could fight Charles. Yeah, I think those are the two names.
No, because if Conor came back, he'd want to fight Topuria.
Yeah, but he can't fight Topuria.
No.
Like,
Well, that's what he would want if he were to come back.
nah, he's got to come back and fight somebody. You can't go for the title you haven't been. You haven't won.
But would you argue to say that he would not get the title shot? If
Yeah.
he came back until Dana.
Absolutely, he was coming back against Chandler.
Yeah.
So he's not necessarily stepping like, oh, I gotta get the title shot.
No.
So he might take that. And Charles is a bigger fight than
It
Chandler.
would be a good payday.
Very big payday. And or look, that BMF is big. If Holloway wins,
Holloway, Oliveira, that'd be
absolutely, yeah,
that'd be-
Holloway Oliveira, hell of a fight. So
two legends.
I think Oliveira is on the same thing that Gaethje and Dustin are at. Like, give him a big name and they'll put him on the pay per view and everybody wants to watch.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of course.
It's just because he lost. There's no disrespect behind it. It's
No,
just,
people
lose.
People are obviously sad
yeah.
that he lost.
No, you lose, and especially
Yeah.
you lose to Topuria is not like a shame.
Yeah. No.
So
People probably expected that to happen, but they just
Yeah.
didn't want to see it happen.
yeah. So well, that's pretty much it. That's the recap of UFC 371.
Yep.
We'll be here Tuesday.
Yep.
Talking about not sure what, but not a lot of sports going on. But we'll see. There's always stuff for us to talk
Yeah,
about.
we'll be
So we'll be here on Tuesday saving Buffalo Wild Wings and doing what we gotta do. So
maybe we can save that bartender.
oh, we lost a bartender. If anybody's found the Buffalo Wild Wings bartender, he's a cool dude. We don't know his name.
He just disappeared one week.
He just disappeared one week. He was so nice to us every week.
And then he had an altercation.
And then one day, some dudes just started complaining, and then he disappeared. So shout out to you, bro, whatever your name is. Look, we gotta find him. I'm gonna put it right here at the bottom. Search for missing Buffalo Wild Wings bartender. He is African American because we're not allowed to say black.
light skin.
Light skin. He is from between the ages of what? You would say 25?
No.
32?
No, I would say probably 30 to 35.
All right, let's just be nice. 27 to 35 there. 27 to 35, okay? What, about 5'7", 5'8"?
Yeah.
5'7", 5'8". Good looking dude, we'll admit that.
Decent hairline.
Very good, nice hairline. Yeah, better than decent hairline. And look, if y'all could draw this,
Kind of athletic build.
yeah, athletic build. If y'all could draw him and we'll put him on the side of a milk carton or something, and we'll find him.
His name might be like Darius or something.
No, it's not.
He looks like a Darius.
A Darius.
Nah. It's 20. It's
Marcus.
2025. His name could be like Chad or whatever.
Nah, he doesn't look like a Chad. He looks like a Darius or a Marcus.
Look, how don't we know his name?
I don't know.
If he was so great to y'all, you should have learned his name.
It's crazy that now, and they've replaced him with a white woman. Like, it's Trump,
Yeah, and
Trump's world, by the way.
She's not
If
good
you
at all.
guys cared,
She's
you
nice, but
would-
Nah,
not
she's
good.
nice, yeah.
But she's not good at all.
She's nice, but they took out the black guy and put in a white woman.
Y'all don't care.
Trump 2025, man. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Peace.